Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. For those of you looking to secure your crypto over the course of this bull run, there's a link to Ledger in the description below. I apologize in advance for the avalanche that's coming your way in regards to news. We've passed by a very pivotal moment in the crypto space that everyone was waiting for, and now the hype is heavily beginning to mount. Please understand this is based off of the news and information and that I receive every single day within the cryptocurrency space. It appears as if there are a large number of coins that are going to do well over the course of this bull run, this bull market. So I'm going to share some of them with you just because if this is your first time in the crypto bull run, typically every coin does well. Typically, it's not always a given, but there are a lot of coins that are like heavily in the news constantly quite recently, and these are usually the ones that you want to usually look out for as they have the most eyes on them, and therefore people usually tend to make money from them. Got it. And then they tell other people about them. Those people make money. The price goes up and it kind of continues in this wave fashion, if you will. Going to be going over some of the coins that I found that are currently under $5 a coin that could do potentially well over the course of this run. The first one is Cardano. Mainly because Cardano has a big backing, has a pretty strong community. It's been around for a while, and irrespective of the fact that it's not as hyped as other coins, the network works. It seems to be doing really well. At the time of me making this video, Cardano, there are a lot of rumors that apparently Charles Hoskinson, the creator of Cardano, in some sort of way is going to be inside of the White House. And this is what a lot of people are actually looking for. I think he's part of the crypto policy team as far as I have read online. And if that becomes true, he becomes more of a figurehead. People know him. Who's that guy? He made this coin. The coin goes up in price. It kind of just continues the cycle. On top of that, this year is supposed to be the year that Cardano has a bridge, like a literal like digital bridge from Cardano to Bitcoin and from Cardano to XRP. The idea being is that the XRP stablecoin is going to be launching, and usually they do it on multiple chains, and Cardano wants to be one of them. If Ripple does really well and the stablecoin takes off and it's also being minted on top of Cardano, the coin's price will go up. The other part is Bitcoin DeFi is beginning, decentralized finance, where you can basically lock up your Bitcoin inside of a protocol and make passive income from it through the DeFi thing that's there. Cardano does DeFi. Cardano is bridging with Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin DeFi takes off, they want a portion of the market to also be on their chain as well. The other coin is Shiba Inu. This is a gigantimous wild card, but the amount of people who love this coin, who love this project and won't stop talking about it, it's a little bit obscene. They're talking about their metaverse. They're talking about Shiba Inu. They just launched another new coin. I think they have Bone Leash Food. I don't know what the last one is, but all of this equates into some gigantic ecosystem. The team from Shiba Inu hints all the time that they have new partnerships, new upgrades, new updates, that they have new things happening with the coin. There's also a coin burn similar to XRP. So every time that the coin gets used, it ends up getting burned in the background. People think this coin can go to 1 cent, 2 cents, or 3 cents. I saw somebody talking about $1 and I was like, cool it. But the other prices do seem relatively realistic, especially if this is going to be the creme de la creme of cryptocurrency bull runs over the course of this year. Another one is SUI, S-U-I. All I've seen online is that this coin is constantly compared to Bitcoin. Over and over and over. I'll go over daily cryptocurrency news, but I'm constantly seeing a lot of news about SUI, S-U-I. The price is usually up because of the hype. If you manage to ride that wave, you're probably going to do well. This is really, it's on the list as a hype coin. As far as like actual integration and usage and all these other things that we typically hear about from other chains, I see no news about Sui except for that people love it. People talk about it on Twitter. The price ends up going up and everyone's like, my Sui's doing better than your coin. And it's like, okay. So as I've been here for multiple other cycles, I personally typically ignore these coins because I push them to the side and I focus on more stable, larger investments. And then I look back, hindsight 2020, and I go, well, of course that coin was going to do well because everyone and their mother had jumped onto the bandwagon. Sui is all over the place, but I never actually hear about what it's actually doing. I'm grouping the next two together. They are Algorand and HBAR, Hedera Graph Hash Bar. I think it's called. It has a very long name. I don't know why they named it that. Hedera Graph doesn't matter. HBAR. You can find it. Also with Algorand, a lot of speculation, a lot of ideas as to what's going to happen. At the time of me making this video, the speculation is that coins created within the United States are apparently going to be tax-free. That's XRP, that's Algorand, that's HBAR. I believe it's Aave, AAVE. I believe Aave is one of them as well. And I keep seeing people mention like one or two other coins. I can't verify, and also no one really talks about those coins, so kind of why bring it up? They're not even on anyone's radar, but they were also created within the United States of America. So as far as we know right now, USA coins or coins created within the USA are going to be tax-free, and Algorand and HBAR are part of it. Let's be completely realistic. As I said before in another video, if these coins end up being tax-free, their prices are going to skyrocket. Tax-free, free of tax. There's no way to really stop these coins after that. The amount of companies and corporations who are going to buy them, the amount of people who are going to be trading these things as they're going to be tax-free, as far as we know, actually moving these coins around and trading them and stuff like that will also be, as far as we know, will also be part of the tax-free thing. The amount of hedge funds who are going to buy them tax-free and sell them tax-free. It's absolutely completely insane. Also for ETFs, a lot of people speculate that any of the coins that are tax-free within the United States and have some type of regulatory framework around them will also be created into ETFs and also gobbled up by every single person because of being tax-free. So this is usually one of the main things that a lot of people are going on. Algorand and HBAR do have a lot of partnerships. There are rumors about BlackRock using them or have accumulated them, and over the list kind of goes on and on and on. They're popular, but nowhere near as popular as many other coins. They've garnered a lot of attention over the course of 4 months because of their potential tax-free status. If that happens, these coins are going to go insane. That's really it. Polygon is another one. Polygon is very surprising. Polygon is like 50 cents or something like that. It is used as mainly the main scaling solution for Ethereum. Polygon did extremely well last cycle because Ethereum's slow. Ethereum remains slow. Ethereum doesn't really appear to be doing that much right now, at least at the time of me making this video. So Polygon is still a heavily used chain that has very low fees. There were analysts a couple of months ago. There's one analyst who said he thinks that Polygon can go to $50 and is like, cool it. I could totally see $5, $6, $7, $8 over the course of the actual run if we get more news about actual usage and other companies and institutions and more forms of integration. Sure, but as of right now, it just seems to be like the scaling solution, and I think it has to 5x in price. I think 5x in price to be able to get back to its previous all-time high. It's going to do well simply because it's Polygon, and it doesn't realistically look like that Ethereum is going to have any major upgrade that will get it to 30, 40, 50, 60,000 transactions per second. So Polygon once again will probably swoop in once Ethereum's transaction fees are $28 and $35 like it was in 2021. Another one is Flare. Flare is tied to XRP. People love Flare. It's supposed to be some kind of a scaling solution, and people are supposed to be using it, and it's tied to XRP and XRP and XRP. You get it. A lot of the things right now, you've noticed I haven't even mentioned XRP as one of the coins on the list because it's kind of a definite that this coin is going to do well. People think within the next couple, I'm not joking, within like 8 weeks, XRP is going to be at $14. You wouldn't believe the amount of hype that's there. So any other coin that's remotely tied closely to XRP right now is getting a lot of attention, and Flare's also one of them as well. It's literally just because of XRP. The other one is Pengu, Pengu. This was spoken about a couple of weeks ago and kind of like is dribbling sideways, but we'll see exactly what ends up happening over the course of I give it 2 or 3 months. Pengu, Pengu, is a coin that is tied to Pudgy penguins, the literal NFT penguin things. Back in October, I think each NFT for the Pudgy penguins was, 1.5 or 2 Ether per NFT, and then they went up to 25 immediately. The rumors are, as far as I'm seeing and the things that I've been getting and people have been telling me, apparently Pudgy penguins is taking off quite quickly in Asia. And if you know anything about the Asian market or the Asian art market or along the lines, like people go bananas for stuff. And if it has a hold over Asia, it typically ends up doing extremely well, even if it doesn't end up making it to the West per se. So what we have right now is they made their own coin. Pudgy penguins made their own coin called Pengu, Pengu. And this will more or less be tied very closely to the actual project. So if the NFTs do well, for those of you who do not know, the expectation, as we've seen last time and last cycle as well, is that usually there's a heavy trickle down amongst many forms of economies within the cryptocurrency space. So usually we see if Bitcoin does well, altcoins do well. Got it. If Ethereum does well, altcoins do well. Got it. If it looks like that we're going to actually see heavier forms of inflation over the course of this year, and the Fed also printing more money, and that money also being thrown into the stock market to keep it more stable, and people are able to take out cheaper forms of money through lower interest rates, and that money ends up trickling down from the stock market into the cryptocurrency space. Eventually, what always ends up happening is that people get greedy and they go, okay, cool. Bitcoin's at 280,000. It did a 2.8x. That's absolutely incredible for when I got it, but I want something else. And during the last cycle, what we saw is that it happened to NFTs. So around 2021, a huge wave of capital flew into that market. And it wasn't until around summertime of 2021, which then would be summertime of 2025, that the NFTs began to do really, really well. And that was towards the last actual piece of the cycle, which is normally the last quarter of the year after the halving, that we usually end up seeing prices do extremely well across the board. So one of the ideas is that with all the money that people are making right now, cool, they'll make a huge amount of money, but then they'll want to flip that into something else that could also potentially do another 50x. And then they'll start moving back into the NFT market. These are speculations. This is what I'm seeing all over the place. And you might notice if you're in any of these spaces, a lot of people are talking about NFTs and accumulating a lot of NFTs right now. The prices are moving, but not as exponentially as any other coin that we've been talking about over the course of the last couple of weeks and or so. So that's also a hyper wild card. Same exact thing with ApeCoin and Sandbox. They rumble, but they're not really doing that much. And it's more of a ApeCoin is at $1. And I think the previous all-time high was 25 or 26 or something like that. So if it does go back, it's a huge improvement. There's also a lot going on with the metaverse and yada yada. But right now, a lot of the hype is around meme coins and AI and meme coins, AI. And on that note, make sure to try not to FOMO. I know it is very difficult in this market. I have a lot of people who've been in the market for a couple of years. I introduced them to the market. Their portfolios did well, but they wanted to do weller. So they keep seeing that they've made an enormous amount of money over the course of 4 or 5 years, but they hear on the news, this coin came out, this person made $500,000, and they throw their money into these things and they end up being rug pulls or whatever that's happening. It's a lot of things at the exact same time. So buy meme coins and AI coins with an enormous amount of discretion. I mean, really, 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 really. Just because no one knows exactly where these coins are going to go, what the point of them actually is, especially for meme coins. Realistically, I made jokes over the course of years, like none of you are going into a store paying for something with peanut coin or cat coin or rat coin and all these other animals and stuff that are out there. So, if you do decide to put your own money into these things, make sure you know what you're doing, because I'm telling you, the market's going to get insane. We're here, we're finally at this point. So everybody make sure that you know what you're doing, because it's going to get crazier than a lot of you can actually begin to imagine. You think it's a joke. It is not. It's go time. Here we go. yeah, these are a lot of the coins that I think have a pretty good, okay chance at like actual like heavy movements up over the course of this year, simply because of, once again, all the news that we've been getting about them. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. I do hope you've all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.